Welcome to Copilot Podcasts. You know you're British when you've apologized to a lamppost after walking into it. Today, we're diving into the daily struggles of modern British life, from our weather obsession to the cost of living crisis, and why we can't stop saying sorry. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why these quirks make Britain, well, Britain.
And let's be honest, there's plenty to apologize for these days.
Speaking of which, did you know the average Brit says sorry 8 times a day?
Only 8? I've probably hit that before breakfast.
But let's talk about what's really keeping Brits up at night, the cost of living crisis. According to recent data, 86% of people rate it as one of the most important issues facing the UK.
Yeah, and it's not just about the numbers, it's affecting every aspect of daily life. People are literally choosing between heating and eating.
And how do we cope with all this? We make TikToks about it.
Ah, yes, the great British tradition of turning misery into memes. Have you seen those viral cost of living rants?
They're everywhere. But you know what's even more British than complaining about money?
Let me guess, complaining about the weather?
Exactly. And here's the kicker. We spend 5 months of our lives talking about the weather.
Well, when you've got a climate that's breaking records left and right, there's plenty to talk about. The Met Office just reported that we're warming at 0.25 degrees Celsius per decade.
Wait, so you're telling me our weather small talk is actually getting more dramatic?
Oh, absolutely. The last 3 years have been among the UK's top 5 warmest on record.
No wonder we check the weather forecast 11 times a week.
And that's just the average. Some people are practically weather app addicts.
But let's talk about another British institution, the pub.
Ah, yes, where we go to discuss all these problems over a pint.
It's fascinating how the pub has become this sort of emotional support center.
Right? It's where we deal with our emotions, share stories, and cope with the daily grind.
And complain about train services. Have you seen the latest complaint statistics?
Oh yeah, over 158,000 complaints in just 6 months. Though surprisingly, that's actually down 9% from last year.
Maybe we're all just too tired to complain anymore.
Or maybe we're channeling our energy into our other national sport, sarcasm.
Speaking of which, how would you explain British sarcasm to someone who's not familiar with it?
Oh, it's just lovely explaining sarcasm, isn't it? See what I did there?
Perfect example. But seriously, it's like a national language.
And one that often leaves tourists completely baffled.
Along with our measurement system, we're still using a mix of metric and imperial.
Because why make things simple when you can measure distance in miles but milk in liters?
And let's not forget our famous unapproachable faces.
Ah, yes, our natural defense mechanism against unwanted social interaction.
But underneath that cold exterior,
We're actually quite friendly. We just need a proper introduction. Or a crisis to complain about together.
speaking of crises, let's talk about how extreme weather is becoming the new normal.
According to recent surveys, 55% of Brits have been affected by heat waves in the last year alone.
That's a lot of complaining material right there.
And don't forget the 38% affected by strong winds and 26% by drought.
At least we're using less energy. Domestic electricity consumption is down 19% since 2005.
And gas consumption has dropped by 31%, though that might have more to do with prices than environmental consciousness.
True. The cost of living crisis is really changing how we live.
It's affecting everything from our daily commute to our weekly shop.
But we still find ways to cope, don't we?
Through humour, mainly. Have you seen those cost of living cartoons going around?
The ones about shrinkflation, where everything's getting smaller except the price.
Those are the ones. We've turned economic hardship into meme material.
It's kind of impressive how we can find humor in almost anything.
Well, when you live on an island where the weather changes every 5 minutes, you learn to adapt.
And speaking of adaptation, how about our evolving pub culture?
You mean how it's become less about drinking and more about community support?
Exactly. It's like a community center with beer.
Where else can you discuss the cost of living crisis, complain about the weather, and practice your sarcasm all at once?
While apologizing to everyone for everything.
Sorry about that.
But you know what's really interesting? Despite all these challenges, we're still managing to reduce our environmental impact.
Right, the UK's low-carbon and renewable energy economy hit £67.5 billion in turnover last year.
So we're complaining our way to a better future?
One sarcastic comment at a time.
It's actually quite remarkable how these daily struggles have shaped our national character.
The art of keeping calm and carrying on, while simultaneously grumbling about everything.
We've turned complaining into an art form.
And made sarcasm a national sport.
So what's the takeaway from all this?
That despite the cost of living crisis, extreme weather, and constant need to apologize, we've managed to maintain our sense of humor.
And our ability to turn any situation into an opportunity for a good moan.
It's the British way.
Well, that's all for today's episode of Copilot Podcasts. Remember, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed by British life, just head to the pub, order a pint, and practice your sarcasm. Sorry about any confusion this may have caused.